Welcome back, everybody, from around the world. It's Blake Cousins. We got a special report for you tonight. Another submission via the Antarctic. John Collins has submitted me these coordinates that we're going to look into right now. An incredible story, an incredible sighting, and an incredible discovery. And we're going to get to it. And thanks, everybody, for joining us right here at Third Phase Moon. We're breaking down something that the world has not seen yet, in my opinion. This is very interesting footage that we're going to bring up. Apparently, John Collins may have discovered in the Antarctic a TR-3B. Look at this. We're bringing it up. We're going to get a close look at this structure that resembles the infamous triangular craft. What's it doing out in the middle of nowhere? Look at this. We have these anomalous roads that could be wind drifts. We're seeing it. It's cutting through the layer of ice, but in one of these layers, we're looking at this very closely, and it resembles the TR-3B. This is incredible stuff. It almost resembles something that you would see in science fiction, but this is science fact. We're looking at this. Let me pull up the measurements and see what kind of a size this is. We'll put it in feet. We'll pull it up right now. We could see the coordinates here, so if you guys want to go check it out yourself, feel free, but make sure if you do share this episode that you credit Third Phase of Moon and John Collins for the discovery. Let's measure this up. We'll put the point here. We'll stretch it across about there, and it's approximately 55 feet. Bringing a little measurement here. See what the length is. Approximately 35 feet. So 55 feet by 35 feet in a triangular formation here. This is incredible. What do you guys think? Is this a TR-3B? Let's bring it back in time. Let's go to the history. See if we can see if this was captured via Google Earth in the past. This is the last image, 2013. We're looking at it right now. Let's go back to 1999. Pull it back, and absolutely nothing here. We're not seeing any indication, but again, in 1999, their camera equipment, their lenses, they're not as sophisticated as they are in 2012. Let's see, 12? Do we see anything at 12? I'm trying to pull it up. I guess they did a flyby twice over this area. I'm having a hard time. What's going on here? Let's pull it to 2013. Hold on a sec. It's not there. It is absolutely, there's nothing going on here in 2013. Back it up again. I guess they did two flybys in 2013. In one image it's there, and let's pull it up to, maybe back it up. Very strange. We have two images within the same year. It gets a little sticky here on the Google Earth imagery. We all saw it there. It wasn't there in 2013. I'm trying to pull it up. Guys, we're looking at this very closely. It is quite incredible to behold whatever this object is. It's pretty big. Definitely resembles a triangular shaped craft. We see the shadows here. Brent, what's your thoughts here? Is this something natural, or is this some kind of anomaly? Got to give a big thumbs up to John Collins for sharing this tonight. We just got this moments ago, and we're super excited to share this with you right now. What we're looking at is possibly a natural formation, but then I'm looking at the surrounding area, and I don't see anything that resembles any kind of rocks or anything that protrudes through the snow or the ice at the moment. It's kind of just stands out like a sore thumb. And then you look at this whole thing, it definitely resembles the TR-3B. It stands out. It looks like it could be metallic. But then again, I'm not seeing anything in the surrounding area to indicate this as a judgment from a rock. So again, we're kind of missing some data here. That's why I'm thinking and leaning towards this could be secret experimental aircraft that's being run on a daily basis in Antarctica, because it's so regionous
and so far away from anything that we could even get to, why wouldn't it be the best place to experiment with some of these high-class assets?
You know, a lot of people have their eye on Area 51. Some people say Area 51 is now just a museum. They're not really working on experimental aircraft there, meta propulsion craft. Why not do it in a place that is so vast with nothing in regards to any kind of people looking over fences, people flying drones, or anything like that? They could do whatever they want out there in the middle of nowhere. Who's going to go out and check them out? It's practically impossible. So if you ask yourself, if you were experimenting with reverse engineered alien craft, why not the Antarctic? That seems the perfect place to conduct exercises, conduct experimental aircraft scenarios, and even possibly the Space Force. Who knows? But this is interesting. Again, I'm not sure if this is natural, but again, we're looking at it. It has a geometric shape to it. It's 55 by 35 approximately in size. This matches up with some of the sightings of this triangular craft. Brent, your thoughts here?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. There's different prototypes that we hear of the TR-3B. They range in dimension and sizes. Some say they're the size of a football field or much larger. And then we're looking at this kind of like sports model TR-3B. What I like about this is that we're going back through the history and we're clearly seeing that at what point this is there, it stands out, and no doubt we're seeing something that's there. And then within the same year, I believe 2013, it's not. We see the snow drifts. They even match up to the same kind of look. Could you imagine a snow drift that stays there for a year? Hey, that's possible. But why would the rock just disappear if that's what it was? That's why I'm thinking this is not a natural phenomenon. I think this is kind of technology, like I keep saying, being experimented over Antarctica.
Now let's get to this. We shared with you last night an incredible display over Canada. Right now we have a retired physicist involved looking over the footage. We'll be updating everybody in regards to Alex Gershowitz's analyzation of this incredible footage. But right now, Rich has his own thoughts. He reported back to us at Third Phase of Moon. We're happy to share it with you. Listen up, everybody. Check this out. Boom. An incredible display and an opening. Electromagnetic pulse that just happened over the atmosphere over Canada. Let's watch this again. Boom. And the shockwave. This is very amazing. I've never quite seen anything like this, and I'm so glad that Jaime gave us the heads up. Well, let's watch this one more time here. Here it comes into... All right, this is very strange. Is this, I don't know, some kind of an explosion, some kind of blast up there? Was there an accident? Is this some experiment that worked perfectly or not perfectly? I'm not exactly sure. Look at the way this thing just rips through the sky with this electromagnetic shock wave. Brent, what's your thoughts here?
Yeah, this is incredible footage at 30,000 feet over Canada. It's just, I never seen anything like this. Like you said, Blake, it kind of reminds me of, just to say, Boba Fett when he releases that kind of missile and then he drops it and it creates this huge explosion and you just hear this sound. And it kind of reminds me of that. If you guys know what I'm talking about, this is just like an incredible plasmic display. Could it be some sort of secret space test that we weren't aware of and they never gave us a heads up, and somebody in the plane just managed to film this event that just happened and took place? This is so stunning.
All right, let's take a look at this, because this is probably one of my favorite sightings of the year. When this thing takes off, and you saw it, it looks like there's a smoke trail behind it. See that? And then it explodes. Boom, shockwave, just like Brent said. Boom. Or was that Blake? It is unbelievable. Now, I'm not saying that's a alien spaceship, But what if it is? And what if it is going into a wormhole? And that's the shock wave of energy of it entering the other dimension. Do you see how it explodes? You see the blue horizon there, the line. It just goes up with it, with the explosion. That's how I can tell this is legitimately in the sky or near space. This is actually happening. It's not CGI. And the one thing that is very difficult to do is what we're seeing here, and make the sky, the space, that explosion all seem uniform and all match up in the pixel that this is recorded in. It's amazing. I want to take a little more, I want to listen to what they have to say and go off of what the guys are saying. So let's do that.
Absolutely, Brent. I could watch this all day long. It's an incredible capture. It's hard to believe, too, because at about 30,000 feet, the passengers witnessing this outside, and it's hard to tell on how high this anomaly, this atmospheric disturbance is. It could be at the stratosphere level, so it's a huge display. It covers hundreds of miles if that's the case. Again, this is something incredible. I think we're going to have to do a follow-up on this, maybe do a little bit more research, find out exactly what this possibly could be, but it is a huge event. I think we're going to get Alex Gershowitz and have him look into this, see if we could find out, and we'll be updating I guess tomorrow on Third Phase Moon, see if we could figure out what this anomaly is, because it is, again, an incredible sight to behold here.
This is it, guys. Wake up, everybody. This is the breaking news every day right here at Third Phase Moon. Gotta give a big thumbs up to Jaime Maussan for sharing this with us.
Yeah, thanks to Jaime Maussan for this, letting Third Phase of Moon use this and talk about it. It really is amazing. It's over Canada, but that smoke trail, it looks like this object started taking off and then went into some hypersonic speed. Maybe this is one of those drones, or maybe this is, like a Tic Tac. Maybe that's what it does. Maybe, I don't know. This looks like a nuclear bomb going off in space. It could be in space. I'm going to say I think it's in the stratosphere, what Blake said or Brent said. It looks like it hit something. Like it hit the firmament. What if it did? Oh my God, it does look like it hit something, like it hit the ceiling. And maybe that's spreading out over the roof. Look, you and I have never been to space, have never been up in a rocket to take us to outer space, so we don't know. But I'm surprised mainstream media didn't pick this up and run with it. I'm surprised we haven't seen anything. There may have been an update tonight, so I don't know if we figured this out, but it's some sort of... Man, I don't know. I really don't know. This is one of those, it's why I can watch this over and over again. It truly is amazing. Thank you, Jaime Maussan. Amazing. And also, the people who took this from the airplane, why were they looking out that way? You know what I mean? What compelled them to get a most perfect shot of this? There's no shake to the camera. It's as if it was waiting for it. So what are we looking at here? Is this secret Space Force? Is this footage that we're not supposed to see? That's what I want to know. Who's the person that shot this? And how did they know to point their camera out there And why isn't this camera shaking? And anytime we've seen other photos or videos from airplanes, there's always a fumbling of the camera. We see a reflection in the glass. You know what I mean? But it's real. And whatever it is this railgun technology? I don't think so. This object is out there, it's moving, and then out of nowhere, it seems to go into hypersonic speed. A tail of exhaust of some kind. Maybe it's atmospheric exhaust. Maybe it's like a trail, like a contrail behind it because of the different temperature. I don't know. It is freaking awesome, and I want to know who shot it. How did they know it was going to be there? Are we being fooled? I mean, I don't know. It looks legit to me. I'd bet $100. That's definitely 1,000. I'd bet 1,000 that that's a real event happening, and I want to know what it was. See, these are the things we should know. This is what makes me angry. There's so much stuff going on that we don't know right above our heads. It makes me wonder how safe we are from ourselves. Or maybe that was just a legitimate UFO going interdimensional, or light speed. That reminded me of like the Millennium Falcon or Falcon. I always say it wrong. It reminds me of that. Getting ready to go into hyperspace. Warp speed. Light speed. Even light speed would be too slow to go from star to star, planet to planet. Well, if you're in the same solar system, it'd be okay, but yeah, going to different galaxies, it would still take hundreds of years. Yeah, so I don't know, man. I think, if you want to know my opinion, I know you don't, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I honestly think that we saw Star Wars weapon being tested in the upper stratosphere, maybe space, it's hard to tell. Because that airplane's probably at 35,000 feet, 25 to 35. And it looks like it's a little bit higher up, but I don't know how far away it is. But it looks like it might be a Star Wars missile. I don't know. Food for thought, guys. Anyway, I'm Rich Giordano for Goof On. You can find me every day, Monday through Saturday, 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific, right here on YouTube and here on Third Phase UFO Report. Thank you all very much. Don't forget to check Third Phase of Moon every day. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to turn the bell white. When you hover over the bell, you click it, and then move up a little bit and click the bell that's all white. That's how you get all the notifications. I'm learning that a lot of people aren't clicking the bell all the way through. There's 2 steps. 3, you hover over it, click on it, and then move up above to the solid bell. Anyway, as you guys know, I'm Rich Giordano. This has been a Third Phase UFO Report. And if you ain't looking up, you ain't looking out. Good night, everybody.
Object flying, object flying, object flying, object flying, object flying, object flying, object flying.